Sub YouTube, Tadiori back at it again. It's Monday. Let's get it. Let's go. The grind to six figures in tech, the grind to six figures in YouTube for a year, yearly. Probably, hopefully, next year is, making six figures a month. So that's the goal. That's the goal. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Again, like, share, subscribe. So my morning routine, the day-to-day grind in tech is I get up in the morning, the regular stuff, but also I do a lot of prep mentally. Sometimes I do prep on Sunday, like who I'm going to call. If I got some hot prospects to contact, I already have that ready to go. I have a list of, like, when the first thing I get in the morning, man, I always have my inbox is normally having, 45 to 75 emails that I got to go through. So I normally go through that for the first half of the day, or first, like, from 7:30 to 9:30, just depending how many emails and texts I got to go through. Really, it just really depends on that. So I'll go through that. A lot of people ain't ready to be called that early in the morning. So a lot of times I got to call later in the day, but I annotate that, like I note that, like, okay, I got to call this person. He's on West Coast. So I got to call them around 12 o'clock my time. And the grind and goal is six figures. Being at entry level in tech, it's doable, but it is extremely hard. Extremely hard. Like, you got to go crazy, stupid crazy entry level to get six figures. Now, when you get promoted to other levels in tech, then it's way easier because your base pay is almost six figures. Like, your base pay is, between 75K to 95K. So you booking a couple of meetings or closing a few deals, boom, you're at six figures. But being at entry level is not impossible. It's not impossible. I've known people to do it, but it's timing. A lot of people don't want to admit to it. It's luck. And those are not excuses. That's the truth of the matter. 1 month with no effort on my part, I can easily book 17 people. Easily. And my managers and everybody like, oh, Tadiori, you're so great. You're killing. You're number one. And then the next month, I can do the same exact thing. And I get 8. And then the management is like, Tadiori, you kind of slacked off. I'm like, I didn't. But I didn't slack off. I did the exact same thing I did before. The exact same thing. So no, I didn't slack. I didn't slack off. It's just the nature of the beast. And they don't want to admit to it. Your upper management don't want to sit there and say, oh, well, it's not your fault, because they all about accountability. I get it. But also, I'm a realist, and to understand that, man, sometimes it's just timing. Sometimes the timing is just off. Sometimes you cannot control what's going on. You just can't. So where I'm at now, currently, to this six-figure goal, I'm way off, guys. Way off. Not even close. Like, for this month, like I said on my last video, they came out like last week, Friday, talking about, oh, we want y'all to get 42, book 42 meetings. These are people that actually not only book, but actually show up. So there's nobody on the team that can get to 17 consistently. Again, I'm relatively new to the company. I'm going into my little over 4 months right now. And when they said that in the meeting, I laughed. And my manager's like, no, we can do it. I was like, okay, all right. I mean, Okay. They said each one of us have to hit 42, book 42. Let me tell y'all something, guys. That it's ridiculous, really. Point blank, period. That's ridiculous. So what's going to happen is we're going to kill ourselves trying to get 42, each member on the team. And then what they're going to try to do is, for the next month, raise our quota, our base level quota from 17, which it is now, to 42. Because what they're going to say is, we knew y'all could do it, so we're going to bump it up to 42. And let me tell you something. 42 at this place I'm currently at, it's not really worth it, guys. It's not really, really worth it. Because my other places I've been at in tech, if you had booked 42 meetings and they all showed up, man, that's easily between an $8,000 and $12,000 check. Easy. In some places with accelerators, that goes up to almost 15,000, 17,000 check. With where I'm at, man, they changed the structure. They changed the commission structure. Anyway, when I first came in, it was hot dog water. It was terrible. Like, I talked to them like, man, what? Y'all not going to retain good people, and good people ain't going to come here. People that's desperate for jobs are going to come here. Is that what y'all want? Is that what y'all want? Is what y'all want people to do? Who's desperate for a job because y'all not paying? And then they changed it and they, pat themselves on the back. I'm like, that's better than it was, but it still isn't that good. So, and that's why, I'm interviewing for other places, because my goal is to get to 6 figures a year currently in tech and get to 6 figures with YouTube, which, again, guys, I congratulate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. I love it. I hope my sound is coming out well. I fixed a few things, so if you're on your headphones, you should hear me in your left and right ear. Shout out to Michael, who's let me know about that. I appreciate that. But that's what the goal is. That's what always been my goal. And talking to a few people, they was like, Tadiori, you got to strip everything down. Is it going to get you closer to your goal or not? And we all got to do this in our lives. Whatever is your goal is, what I'm doing right now, is it going to get me closer to my goal? Because it happened, it's a story about an Olympic rowing team, never won before, never won anything from that school. So what they did was they just start stripping everything down. Me going out with my girlfriend tonight, is that going to get me closer to my goal? Get me to the gold medal? And so you filter your life through your goals. So with me, I have a decent job, but let me tell y'all something. Don't tell anybody. But it's not going to get me to my goal. It's just not. And it has shown itself. I gave it opportunity after opportunity. So I have to make the choice. Because obviously they're not promoting me. And you can, I tell a story on another video about that I already posted, about how where I'm currently at denied me twice for a promotion, basically. Even though I'm still young in the company, but still, that showed me that I have to filter everything through my goal. If my goal is to make 6 figures at my job, then is this job going to get me there? Is me killing myself booking 42 meetings, is it going to get me there when they're paying me breadcrumbs from this company? Now, if I was at another company, I was like, oh man, if I get 42, then I easily can get, again, like I said before, a 5-figure commission check on top of my base pay. So they can get me closer, but where I'm currently at now, I've been stewing on this all weekend. Like, should I put my 2 week notice in? Should I just quit? Should I put myself through the pain of trying to do a goal that I know that is unattainable? It's not sustainable. I know this. It is not, Teddy, or you giving up. No, I'm a realist. I like, man, y'all gonna put us through this for nothing. And the reward, it's just not, to me, it's not worth it. It's not worth me killing myself on these phones. Again, it's not hard, it's just tedious. That's not a smart way for me to work. That's not a smart way for me to accomplish my goals. This is 2025. 6 days into the new year. You must filter everything through your goals. It'll get you there quicker. Then you'd be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to spend my money on this. I need to invest that money into myself. Maybe I don't need to go out this weekend. I might need to invest this. Maybe I don't need to buy that video game this weekend. I need to invest in myself. Just start filtering everything that you do through your goals. Is this going to get me closer to my 6 figures at my job? Is this going to get me closer to 6 figures on YouTube? Because YouTube is in crazy mode right now. Filter everything that you do for your goals, and you will get there a lot quicker. I just started doing that a few months ago, and that really, really clarifies a lot of things in your life. It literally helps you identify what's dead weight, what's unnecessary. You're like, is that really necessary for me to do this? Is it really necessary for me to be at this job? Regardless if you're working at Amazon, Walmart, wherever you're working at, do not allow these employers to scare you and act like there's nothing out there. There are a lot out there. We just don't want to go through the pain of looking for another job because it's stressful, and that's what's kind of keeping me as well. I mean, I really have no reason to stay where I'm at. Thinking about my goal, there's no reason for me to be here because I cannot reach my goal at this company. Point blank, period. So a lot of other people, knowing that, will sit there and like, Teddy, well, I'm going to stay because I don't got nothing else. Well, you're getting further and further away from your goal. And my goal has a time limit on it as well. So I could sit and hope, or I can just start making moves. I can continue to put in job applications, which I have been doing, and I will continue to do that. I told you about my interview that I just nailed. I nailed it. And nowhere in the description of this job would have got me closer to my goal. I could have definitely hit my goal at this job. I nailed it. Talk. Then they came back and was like, you know what? We're looking for somebody with leadership, which I have tons of. But I was like, even in our talk, it was never about leadership. It was never about leadership. In the job description, not one iota of the term leadership was on there. Because like I told y'all, when I do job interviews, I prepare at least 48 hours for the job. Like seeing what the job is, seeing how long they've been in business, seeing the owners, seeing what they're trying to do, their products, their customer base, who they go after, and the job description. So during my interview, in the job description, I weave in terms and, words that they're using. And I put that in my spiel when I'm going through, tell me about us, tell me about yourself. So I'm weaving in the description in the job that they have posted. And I'm weaving it into my stories, telling that, basically exemplifying that I can do it. Leadership was never on there. So I never spoke about leadership. It was never brought up. But then I got hit with the email, you were great, blah, 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 blah. Well, we just going to, we need somebody with more leadership. I was like, man, I've been in the Air Force. I got leadership. I led teams. I told them, I said, well, I could have, you know, told you that if I would have known that's what you were looking for. You know, with that's easy. So that could have got me way closer to my goal. So do I feel like jumping out there? I got bills to pay. And you know, like I told y'all before, to get a job in tech, it, you got to go through 3 to 4 interviews. It's never just one and done. It's always 3 to 4. So say if I do that now, put my 2 weeks notice in. I got a little money saved, but it's not enough. I'll be in the same situation. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I just don't want to kill myself trying to get 42 meetings. And then if I do that, not get paid as much for it. And then they're going to raise our quota from 17 to 42. I already know what they're doing. I'm exhausted I'm exhausted just thinking about it. I'm exhausted just thinking about it, guys. Real talk. It is an exhausting endeavor. What would y'all do? Put in the comments. I want to hear from y'all. What would y'all do? We know the wisest thing to do is me to continue working where I'm at and continue to post for jobs. But man, when your mental health is being affected, like when you're thinking about going in on work on Monday and it's Friday night, you just got off, you're like, oh, you can't even enjoy yourself. You're like, man, I got to put up with Friday night, you just got off work. And the first thing you're thinking about at 7 o'clock is like, man, I got to go back into that place on Monday with these ridiculous things because I want to do a great job. That's within me. It's not about them. It's about me. My drive, my motivation has nothing to do with them. So even though I know getting 42 is nobody in the history has ever done it. I know some of y'all like, you can do it. But it's not, the thing is, it's not, can I do it? Is it even worth doing? It's not worth doing because I'm not going to get paid. I don't get accelerators. I'm not going to get paid that much compared to another tech company. But again, I still stand by, if you're only making $15, $12 to $16, $17, tech is a great entry-level job that you can get in and make $27, $28. And sometimes get on salary and get a lot of great benefits. So, I mean, my company has sent me to Palm Springs, been to a couple of places, so it's great with that's concerned. But I'm just saying, for Tadiori and his goals, your goals may not be like my goals. Your goals may be like, man, if I could just make $60K a year and benefits, I'm good. You can do that in tech. Again, hit me up if it's something you want to do, because I can definitely point you in the right direction and help you, with your resume and things like that. So, but yeah, it's Monday. Let's get it. Again, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for all my subscribers. Thanks everybody for watching. Later today, I'll probably be posting about YouTube on easy mode. My views are going up. My hours going up, and I greatly appreciate it. I'm not taking anything for granted. I appreciate everything that's going on. Everything that y'all do. I couldn't do it without y'all, to be honest with you. So again, I appreciate it. Help me out. What would y'all do in this situation? Again, I hate the idea. I hate the vibe. I hate the mental space I can get in when, like, it's Friday night, like I said, and I haven't even taken off work yet, and I'm thinking about Monday. I'm thinking about this ridiculous goal that they trying to give us. And a lot of people do it in tech. They just come up with these ridiculous numbers, man. Like, where are y'all pulling this out of y'all tails? Why? Y'all try to look good for the founder and co-founder, just coming up with stuff, and then when it doesn't happen, pass the blame. Oh, well, they wasn't booking enough. No, it's Sherlock. Nobody's booking that many. Come on now. And then try to make you feel bad, guilt you, try to make us work on our time off because of, oh, we behind this quarter. Well, we behind this quarter because y'all the one that, projected these ridiculous numbers in the first place. I know I'm not the only one seeing this. Trying to look good for the daily grind in tech to 6 figures. Also the daily grind to, YouTube. So I appreciate it. Thanks everyone. I'm out.